Hi guys, in today's video I'll go over my favorite books for 2020. But before I start, I just want to let you know that my reading goal for last year and as well for this year is to get more informed about certain topics, learn from other people by reading their life stories, and most important, improve or develop skills that help me be more productive. That's why, as you will see, all of them are non-fiction books, books that I enjoyed reading last year and that I highly recommend you read. So let's start with one of my all-time favorite books, Enlightenment Now, The Case for Reason, Science, Humanism, and Progress by Steven Pinker. This book created for me a picture on how much the world improved over time. And this is kind of funny and sad at the same time because it goes in contradiction with what a lot of people think, that our situation is getting worse and worse, and with the bad news you see on TV. But being very positive, the author logically explains that we are heading in the right direction. And he is doing this by backing up his reasoning with historical facts and statistics over large periods of time. Major topics like health, wealth, inequality, the environment, and quality of life are analyzed and put into perspective. Although a great book, I have to let you know it's not an easy read. You will find uncommon words that you don't know or sentences that you don't understand when reading for the first time. But trust me, in the end, after looking up the words and reading again the sentences, it's just an incredible book to read. Enjoyed reading it, and from time to time I plan to go over some chapters that I liked. And as a tip, if you didn't hear about the author, it's worth reading about him before starting the book. The second book I recommend you read, it's absolutely fantastic. Open by Andrea Agassi. It's the autobiography of the famous tennis player Andrea Agassi, winner of 8 Grand Slam titles. And I loved reading this book, not only because I'm a fan of tennis, but because of the way he's telling the story of his life. Don't expect it's a blow-by-blow account of the tennis matches he played. It's actually a diary of his love-hate relationship with tennis. It's just so good and it made me laugh so many times. Just read it and I guarantee you will not regret it. Third book, Homo Deus, A History of Tomorrow by Yuval Noah Harari. Even though I read the other 2 books he recently wrote, Sapiens and 21st Lessons for the 21st Century, this one stood out to me. And this is because I'm quite interested, actually fascinated about the possible future of mankind. In the beginning of this book, Harari looks to the future and describes how we will attempt to extend our lives and increase our happiness by re-engineering our bodies and minds. And while there are many interesting topics presented in the book, which I will let you discover, reading his prediction made me imagine how our future life would look like and made me think how far away we are from his predictions becoming real. By the way, if you would like to read faster, it's worth checking out a short video that I have created with the methods that helped me improve my reading speed. Fourth, Principles by Ray Dalio. Written by one of the world's most successful investors and entrepreneurs, in this book you will find a blueprint of the principles Ray Dalio uses in his life and in the hedge fund that he built. What impressed me the most is the culture he created in his company based on radical transparency, personal tests, and meritocracy. And the best part is that independent of where you work, many of the principles can be used as a structure to keep you away from making bad decisions. But more so, I think these principles fit perfectly with startups. The founders of the companies can use them right from the beginning as a base for shaping the culture of their startups. Fifth book, Why We Sleep, Unlocking the Power of Sleep Dreams by Matthew Walker. I knew, like probably everybody, that sleeping is important, but what a big impact it can have on us if we abuse it, I wasn't aware. In his book, neuroscientist and sleep expert Matthew Walker explains how we can use sleep to improve learning, mood and energy levels, regulate hormones, prevent cancer, Alzheimer's and diabetes, slow the effect of aging, and increase longevity. So I think these are pretty serious things to consider next time when you will want to pull off an all-nighter. Found the book super interesting, very insightful, and the best part is that it made me get rid of a few bad habits that I have related to my sleeping schedule. Life 3.0 by Max Tegmark is a great book to start if you are interested in the possibilities and dangers that artificial intelligence could bring. Honestly, I thought it would be very hard to read and understand as it was written by a physicist. But from the first page I got hooked as the author starts the book with a fictional but yet possible scenario where a team of scientists and engineers secretly build an AI machine. As the book progresses, the author occasionally adds fictional scenarios to his initial story in order to create a more vivid connection to our world, enabling the reader to grasp better the concepts that he is explaining. Just before ending this list, I would like to add some honorable mentions. Steve Jobs by Saxon Walter. Just a fantastic inside view into the famous life of Steve Jobs. Recommend Ultra Learning by Scott Young if you want to learn something really fast, and if you want to get rid of bad habits and replace them with good ones, then read Atomic Habits by James Clear. That's it for the 2020 recommendation list. I hope you enjoyed the books as much as I did. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And as always, read more and invest smart.